Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Persona 5. So in the last part it was all social links pretty much. And we went into Mementos to deal with Mishima's shadow. Kind of tell it to stop it, basically. Well, anyway, in this part, we are going to be doing more social links. Yeah. That's pretty much what it's going to be. I think next part we actually... It's either the next part or the part after where we actually start to go through the palace proper. But anyway, here we are. We're here with Ohya, and basically she's having a few drinks. Getting all the, the bad taste out of her mouth. Basically, her boss has upped her quota, as double the amount of work that he's given her. So yeah, he's pretty much screwing her over because she's trying to do her own investigation into what happened to her partner and all that. So yeah, he's been a bit of a prick. There's no evidence of that. Watch your temper. Yeah, she's a bit pissed off. By the way, her from slurring at the beginning of this conversation, she's now speaking absolutely flawlessly. God, I wish I could do that. Never mind.
Shit.
It ain't your fault. She would have got involved anyway. So yeah, she's going to continue to try and find out what's going on with her old partner Kaio. She's not going to stop. Not going to let the man get her down. Quite literally. But anyway. And we get her social rank up to level 6. I wonder if that's a commentary, that the fact that the journalist has the devil arcana. Or maybe I'm reading too much into it. Back to the drink. So yeah, I think it's either the next. It's the 8th rank, I think, where we start to really get into. Where we really start to find out what's going on with Ohya's old partner. Won't be finding that for a little while though. Okay, more text messaging in class. This is something that I kind of... having played Persona 4 Golden recently, which has just been released on Steam, so fucking play it. It's kind of interesting to come back to this after playing through Persona 4 Golden a little bit. Is to, these text conversations don't really happen in Persona 4 Golden, because texting wasn't really a big thing at the time that game was released. Not in the way it is now, anyway. And, sorry. So it's kind of interesting to kind of go back to this and how Persona 5 kind of uses the text messages to kind of give you more story context. Which is something that they couldn't really do in 4 Golden, just because of how... If they tried to give the same level of context, then literally the cutscenes would be nothing but exposition. So it's kind of interesting to go back between the two games. But anyway, we're meeting up with Mishima. And he's found out that we went to see his shadow in Mementos. But it seems as if he's finally starting to get it, that he's kind of been a bit too obsessed with fame and fortune and trying to get recognition and get his name out there. And now he's trying to... Now he's kind of realizing that, you know, kind of wants to leave because he thinks he's let us down. Asshole. Why is he running away? Fell on his ass. Mishima, you sad sack. Don't run away in the dark. I mean, for God's sake. Asking for trouble. The fan site. Why don't you go back to what you were doing before and just giving voice, you know, using the fan site to give voices to people who have none. Safe haven for people. Yeah, there you go. Now you're getting it, Mishima. Finally coming around. Once again. And Mishima seems to be extra motivated. So at rank 7,
Right.
greatly increases experience gained from battle. That's pretty useful. Like I say, Mishima's social link is a confidant rank, is the one you want to max out the earliest if you can on a first playthrough. Just because of... sorry. But just because of, you know...
See you later.
He gives you a lot more experience and gives, you know, party members who aren't in the, you know, who are in reserve, he gives them the same amount of experience as those in the actual team and that kind of stuff. So he's really fucking useful to leveling yourself up leveling up your party members as quickly as possible.
I need an answer.
I don't know. PVS. P is Phantom. V is Vibration. And the S is Syndrome.
Good.
Phantom Vibration Syndrome. Okay.
Nice going.
Never heard of it personally myself, but there you go. And that gets us some more knowledge points. I usually, first playthrough, I usually get a few of those wrong just because I don't like to have a guide in front of me with this game constantly. But anyway, this text conversation is just more stuff about basically people on the internet and people in the outside world basically putting more and more pressure on the Phantom Thieves to do something about Okumura. How we're feeling a bit pressured. But
Good
fuck
evening.
those guys. They don't know what they're talking about. So now we can talk to. So now we're going to talk to Hifumi, and we're going to continue her social link. So let's get going. Let's head to the Sky Tower.
Actually,
That's another reason why you want to do as many of the social links as humanly possible, because or max out as many as possible, because it opens up new areas of the city for you to take your, you know, take people to, and improve their social link rank quicker. Just makes the whole game easier. So yeah, Hifumi had an article come out about her, and it's basically a bit of a hit piece on her, basically talking about rumours about her family life and all that kind of shit. Mum was pretty pissed off. So yeah. So yeah, she's kind of frustrated that basically she's kind of being portrayed as kind of like a what's the best way of putting it? Like an attention grabber. You know, doing all these things in the media for her mother, and she's kind of getting a bad reputation amongst the shogi community, and she's kind of frustrated about it. But she can't tell her mother about it because she's like happy that she's getting more and more kind of fame and that kind of thing, and more potential for more money and stuff. So she's talking about quitting shogi, but she's like, no, I can't do that. I love shogi. I want to continue to do it. No problem. A deep bond. Okay. Rank 6 for Hifumi Toga now. So we're done. Let's return to the church. That has left me some... Oh god, she's going to destroy me. Oh god. I'm going to get my ass kicked, aren't I? My knowledge has increased. Yay, don't need it.
Till next time.
That's something I noticed with Persona 5 Royal as opposed to Persona 5 as well. That in Persona 5 Royal, it was a hell of a lot easier to max out your stats, because I maxed them out well before the end of the playthrough in Persona 5 Royal, whereas I needed 2 playthroughs to get them up, get the ranks up to max in Persona 5. So it's kind of interesting, I guess. I guess it just helps that there's more, there's an extra third to the game, makes it easier.
Very good.
Okay then. More knowledge. My knowledge is going up again. But everything's maxed out. So let's continue. Yep, that's real life, alright. All politicians suck. Oh my god. I guess that's a generalization, but for the most part that's true. So there's 12 days to steal Kumara's heart, but we've got other stuff to do first. So let's go talk to Futaba and continue her social link rank.
Really?
Okay. She wants to show me something in her room. Okay, let's do this. Okay, so this is the introduction of kind of something which becomes a big part of her social link, which is this friend that she had in elementary school. Basically, she got bullied because she was like kind of weird, and she was super smart, so of course they all bullied her, but Kana was the only girl who kind of tried to talk to her and became good friends with her. And basically something happens. Something happened between her and Kana, and she kind of stopped. They kind of had a falling out.
Yes.
So yeah, she's saying that basically Kana just basically decided to say good morning a few times, and they kind of started becoming close friends after that. Seems like a nice girl. Yeah, so she was added to the promise list, but she had a bit of a falling out with her. Basically, she dropped her diary, and even though she didn't mean to look, she saw what was in the diary, and she kind of lost it. And basically, Futaba found out that basically Kana's parents were really vile and taking advantage of her, and she wanted to try and make sure that I don't like that last one. Anyway, they were doing all these horrible things to her, and she wanted to try and talk to her about it and help her through it, maybe. But Kana, basically, as you would expect, had a real go at her, and basically Futaba ran off. And basically she never bothered to try. She never tried to make up with her. She never bothered to try and make up with her. Because of, you know, I think because she was basically scared of scared that Kana wouldn't want to make up with her. And so now she wants to try and find out where she is and try and get good with her, you know, try and apologize to her and make up with her for real this time. So yeah. And this is going to be a large part of the next part of her social link. Moral support may charge or recover SP, which is really friggin' useful for this game, particularly considering how if you don't do a lot with Sojiro's social link, you really lose a lot of SP restoring. You know, you don't get a lot of SP restoring items unless you make the curry and coffee that Sojiro's social link allows you to make. So it's a bit of a pain in the ass in that respect. It's something that, because in 4 Golden, something that I've noticed, in terms of drops, you get a lot more SP restoring items in battles. So as long as you do a lot of battling, then you'll pick up more than enough SP restoring items to be able to use in Persona 4 Golden. In Persona 5, it's the drop rate is a hell of a lot less, and so you really have to. So Sojiro's social link is one that you really have to get going with. But anyway, we're continuing with Mishima's social link. So Akiyama has tried to call him for some reason, and oh dear. Looks as if he's getting the ever-living shit beaten out of him. Vicious-looking young man. Oh god. So yeah, Akiyama basically was calling Mishima to basically bail him out because he owes money to these guys. And he needs to pay up, but so he's trying to get Mishima involved. I have absolutely no idea. So, you know, Akiyama's been a bit of a dick. Bit of an asshole here, but Mishima, you've got to do something, lad. I ain't leaving. I'm sticking with you, bud. You take the one on the right, I'll take the one on the left. Sure thing, why not? Crap. I love that. Even when he's trying to be tough, he's like, he fucking messes it up. Mishima's such an awesome. I just love him as a character. He's so good. Yeah, so basically he's bluffing. He's recorded everything that's happened, and he said he's going to send it to police if they don't fuck off and leave Akiyama and his girlfriend alone. How do you know about that? I mean, nothing. Believe in yourself, Mishima. You have the power to stand up to these cunts. Yeah. Mishima does a good job here of talking him down. Doesn't matter. Leave Akiyama alone and then we'll be even. Delete the... No. Fuck off. So yeah, basically Mishima bullshits and gets Akiyama out of this situation. You did pretty well there, Mishima. You did a good job there, lad. You were super cool. I like that last one. What? That was all act? I thought you were being legit. I like that. Of course, Mishima. Stick with you to the end, lad. Although if they'd started to kick off and fight, I probably would have run off and left your ass. But anyway, rank 8. We're almost done. Right. We've got 2 more ranks to go. I can't remember if Mishima has a. I don't think he has a way to go into. I don't think you go into mementos and change someone's heart for him. At least I don't think so. It's something I can't really remember because it's been so while since I've finished Mishima's social link fully.
Oh.
All right.
Well,
see you later. Yeah. See ya. Anyway, that's it for this part of Persona 5. Join me next time. When in the next part, I think there's going to be more social links. That's for sure. But I think it's the next part of the part after where we're going to head back into Akumura's palace and continue with plot. So join me next time for the next part of Persona 5 for more social link fun. See you next time.